Let's quickly run through our headlines this evening. Manipur lacks people with sense of patriotism, has great trust deficit, says Rajya Sabha MP Leisemba Sanajaupa. An IDPs of Churachandpur rejects PUCL report, terms it as insult to displaced persons. Many fear a 48-kilometer stretch Shangsak to Technopole Road project may face substandard work if executed with reduced tender amount of Rs 227 crore, far below the actual cost of Rs 429 crore. And all possible efforts being made to resettle IDPs of Tangjeng, asserts MLA Prem Chandra. Hello and good evening. You've tuned into Pm-Istv English News. This is Darlung Shankaling giving you the news in detail. MP of Rajya Sabha Leisemba Sanajaupa has lamented that Manipur has lacked people with who has patriotic sense within them. He was speaking at the reception ceremony of National and International Awardees 2025 as part of year-long observance of the 134th birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, organized by Dalit Sahitya Academy Manipur at Manipur Press Club today. The function was attended by National Secretary Bharatiya Dalit Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Yumna Mahendra Kumar, retired Director Art and Culture Dr. K. Sobita, State Secretary Manipur State Scouts Union L. Tondon Ningtombam, Dilip Kumar as the main guest. In his address, Maharaj Leisemba Sanajaupa lamented that there is lack of sincerity and trust among the people and appealed to be ready to forgive in case of mistakes.
Matik chaba mi mayam ama lay magi sinfamda thabak tawba pathokpa adubu masi kadaw habadam akoi si thagat na basi ampa thagat basi kanagum tang na khunai sigi leibak sigi natraga mayam gi afaba aduga top thabak taw matam akoi se thagat basi thagat pi basi amwa aduga kitang sorbida di chaigada banga da mayam si as madudi yam kare aduna Sigi portion malam warga ikoi mayam kita taujari ba agam bakar khona jaim sing amu ikoi pungning halak pa tauning da ba ado kari taudu no da han khalak ko sko mase adum yaw da nande aduna khajik ta ikoi khulai se thagat pa adagi pungning thogat pa kala ko mala kitang swar suma do ngapi ra ga mathang de nang sumai da tong ko si kitang sai de soi yam phare adu sten phara ba to haibana sing ba sa asi kitang ai tahon jani.
Internally displaced persons from Churachandpur have strongly rejected the recent report released by People's Union for Civil Liberties (PUCL), calling it one-sided, totally wrong and a humiliation. Speaking to the media at Manipur Press Club, convener of Churachandpur Meitei Union Committee, Naba Ningthojam, alleged that the PUCL report overlooks key events and the suffering of Meitei families displaced by violence. He said the violence did not begin on May 3rd, as the report claims. It stated on April 27 with vandalism, and by April 29, temples were attacked. He said their homes were burned in a coordinated manner. On May 3rd, he recounted the burning of Meitei houses in Dorbung, Bangla, Kangwai and 16 localities of Churachandpur at around 7 p.m. on 3rd May 2023. The IDPs denied PUCL's claim that cookies had protected Meiteis during the unrest, stating that no police or army came to their aid until the next day. They were only rescued later and temporarily housed in an army camp until May 9th. The committee urged PUCL to avoid publishing reports that are incomplete and biased. The IDP says such reports not only distort facts but also undermine the trauma of those who lost their homes and loved ones.
Army na pora bauta aikoi maitai singsida lambi sorokta moina pareng lepaga nung thajalakpa nongai kapsalakpa adu mi pharaga phuba hol manungdo khojanba noina namba sumba mayam ama tawrabane ba aduna totally aikoi Churachandpur da leiba Manipur police ki कुकी है तारे ना को कुकी ngata akoi mahite police tem te yaudra moi buk yauraga akoi gi lekai jin dang da mai thage habisi mai lepang miyam amadi india da leriba praja section khudimungna masi aseng bani ene ngasi paudam jari se aduna adudigi akoi tang ahum mari manga taruk tere nipan mapan dagi akoi se moi akoi gi exchange to bagi thabak se sathar pani plc na phongiba moina publish toriba book te yauriba khudimak aranda infom yaudaba ni amadi moigi mathakta ekoi government na action lokal piu amadi masi sina piu sina phongiba che phong sina ekoi idp singda anauba amuk no hongna na ekoi de irang hubugi baton sima thabirakunu habisi mutang ekoi hanu tera thamje
United Senior Citizen Forum 43 Pungyar Kendra has maintained that 84-kilometer stretch Shangshak to Technopole Road project may face substandard work and quality will be compromised if it is executed with reduced a tender amount of 227 crore, which is far below the actual cost of rupees 429 crore. Speaking to media persons at the press meet held at Kabolekai, Secretary of United Senior Citizens Forum 43 Pungyar Kendra, David Zimik, informed that for many years, village chiefs, councils and residents of 25 villages of the area have been pressing for construction of Shangshak to Technopole Road stretch. The residents were delighted after the road project was included in the annual plan 2024-2025 of the state government under Package 3 of National Highway 102A, and the resident learned about the financial opening bid yesterday. However, he said the villagers were taken aback after they found that the lowest bidder, Niraj Cement Structural Limited, with their tender amount of rupees 227 crore, has received the work order. He asked how the road project will be executed at the cost of rupees 227 crore, which is 47.2% less than the actual tender amount of rupees 429 crore. United Senior Citizens Forum 43 Pungyar Kendra warned that if the agency begins the construction against the wishes of the villagers, they will never cooperate with the authority and provide land for construction and even halt the construction. He also informed that a written complaint will be submitted to the Ministry of Road and Transport and Highways, Governor of Manipur, Chief Secretary of Manipur, Principal Secretary Works, Chief Engineer PWD, and also urged them not to give work order to below tender bids and to reschedule the tender.
At first time when we the 25 villages, we were very willingly expecting to even sacrifice our land and place and emotions. But seeing the result, we are unhappy, and we have come to our resolution that we will not welcome such actions and such deeds. We will not support, we will not cooperate, we will not entertain in whatsoever means. We will not cooperate, such as that we are willing not to accept any kind of money, bribery or anything. This is the first time in Manipur such incident has happened, and then it's a very shameful thing. I request Manipur Hills and Plain contractor should also intervene and look into this matter. I also request to the Honorable Union Minister Mort Nitin Gadkari, Honorable Governor of Manipur, Chief Secretary Manipur, Principal Secretary Works, Chief Engineer PWD Manipur to look into this matter seriously and to retender it again. And it should be in the schedule red. It should be not under minus, it should be in the schedule red. If not so, we will seriously not accept any kind of notice whatsoever, and we will not rest until it's done.
Residents of Tangjeng Ahalup in Kumbi Assembly constituency who have been rendered homeless by Manipur conflict met MLA S. Prem Chandra and urged the MLA to expedite the arrangement for their resettlement. It may be mentioned that after they lost their homes in the Manipur conflict, these residents of Tangjeng Ahalup have been seeking shelter at different relief camps for more than 2 years. In a program held at Pombikok under Borayangbi Gram Panchayat in the constituency, around 44 families of Tangjeng Ahalup, whose houses were ransacked in the conflict, interacted with MLA S. Prem Chandra and highlighted their challenges and grievances while pressing for their resettlement. The MLA then assured them that all possible measures are being taken up to arrange for resettlement of the IDPs and said he will soon announce a date for the residents to return home.
याद में कहीं उनकी हल्लमन सिंह दबी टोंगान भाई चिनाव नहारों में आम सिंह सावल लगा जो दुपी ने फाथा रगा अखोई ने तौरी बत्थबक से हाई येंगी मिरोन नसी सब सब कंफर्मेशन में कोई ऑनरेबल प्रधान मेंबर के थ्रू आई तौरगा सी नौ द लोइन कोई क्लब की ग्रुप थ्रू तौरगा थागल लागे और निमित्त को फिक्स तौर मुतुंगा कना कनानो कमाई तौर हाई बतो याम तू नाई तौर नगे तो आई माई सादा से हाइजरगे हाई तक से थमजरी.
In a significant judgment, Judge R.K. Memchao of the Fast Track Special Court No. 1, Manipur, has convicted a 58-year-old stepfather and a 42-year-old biological mother of a minor girl for the involvement in a 2019 child sexual assault case in Imphal West District. The case, registered under Patsoi Police Station, dates back to August 3, 2019, when a formal complaint was filed stating that the minor victim was reportedly sexually assaulted by her stepfather at the residence of Hawaibam, Manglem Jau. The complaint also alleged that the biological mother was aware of the abuse but failed to act. The incident came to light only after the victim confided in a trusted individual on August 2, 2019. Following the complaint, both the stepfather and mother were arrested by a team from Imphal West Women Police Station. During interrogation, it was confirmed that the accused were the victim's stepfather and biological mother. Women Sub-Inspector Olivia Wairokpam, the investigating officer, submitted the charge sheet after completing a detailed investigation. After a trial, the court convicted the stepfather for aggravated sexual assault of a minor. The biological mother was convicted under Section 21 of the POCSO Act for failure to report the crime. Moving on with other updates now. Secretary of Tobul Welfare Association, Thokchom Bira, has announced the decision of the association to suspend its proposed agitation over non-repair of roads connecting Bishnupur to Tobul and Tobul to Mayang Imphal. He said after receiving assurance from the department concerned and local MLA I. Nalini, the association has resolved to suspend the protests which they had announced earlier. Thokchom Bira further stated that PWD department informed them that the fund for reconstruction of the road has already been sectioned, and once a popular government has been formed, the department will begin the repairing work. On the other hand, MLA I. Nalini has asserted that she will bear the cost for initial repairing of the road and will send the required machines, for which the association has thanked the MLA.
Vote kaduna miyang seba tongje ise man nalinina kari ai lady babu kari na khoi waga dori bano haidana magi areba paisanu sa putoktana lambi asi akoi yam phajana semdana oila mang natagasu nam nitijna satto yare agas thanungda semak tagedi sangsing ado khongyang adusu handok sare haidana ngasi media gi thongda Tobul Welfare Association gi mir tangbu sing amasung Raja Mayam gi khola golena khoina media gi thongda hannana sengdoksari.
Secretary of Manipur State Film Development Society, MSFDS, Sunju Bachapati Mayum, called on Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala at Raj Bhavan Imphal today and briefed the governor on the present status and activities, including the ongoing activities for nurturing Manipur's film heritage, promotional projects in the pipeline, and the upcoming Manipur State Film Awards (MSFA). Matters relating manpower shortage, infrastructure expansion, and pending financial liabilities of the second Aikoigi Imphal International Film Festival were also placed before the governor for kind consideration. Several new amusement rides were officially inaugurated at Indira Park, Imphal today. The inauguration ceremony was graced by Director of Mahut and DIPR, Ngamom Uttam, Caretaker Mayor of Imphal Municipal Council, Leisangbam Lokeshwar, and Municipal Commissioner of IMC, Kiam Chandrakumar. The park has undergone renovation and expansion, with a private firm engaged to upgrade and manage the amusement facilities. Speaking at the event, officials said this efforts aims to review safe outdoor recreation for children. Plans are also in the pipeline to add a children's football ground and daycare center in the near future. Director N.G. Uttam said Indira Park was once a favorite spot for families. He said he is delighted to bring it back to life with new attractions after years of neglect due to COVID-19 pandemic and recent unrest. Meanwhile, caretaker Mayor L. Lokeshwar said the initiative is for the children to let them breathe fresh air and play again. He urged parents to bring their kids and enjoy these open spaces. The newly added rides includes a pony wheel, joy train and aeroplane ride.
अथुबदा हापचनबगी खनजरमिसिना आंगांग मचा चेनबा कांगबुगी आंगांग थमंबा डे केयर सेंटर मा हापीबा अराप मफमदगी मा बाजार द पोट लै दयादना कैथेल का दयादना कारे आंगांग दु पमगा कोइ चटपदी वाबा आंगांग नारकदबा खोलकदबा फुनवै फुन मरकता पुबगी रोंगचादबसि लैबनिना हाइरिबा इंदिरा पार्क सिदा मागी आंगांग दु मचा दु ngaktang pung ama ani thamamaga madugi pibam thokpa phi piraga magi pochai lairuba loirakanda muk thoklaga आंगांग जी पुरगा चखिनबगी मदुगी खुदोंचाबजी थंबिनबा आइना अखोई ऑनरेबल मेयर द जो हाइजरे प्राइवेट पार्टी द जो हाइजरे अदो मसीमा दुम अथुबदा अखोई थबक ओंथरकनी हाबगी थाजबदो लैजै सुमाइना मयामना जो अफब सजेशन पिबिरगा लैरिबा पार्कसी मोशन दबिदा लुना नान लैरगा आंगांगी पोथाबम असेंबदो एनजी हाइबा अपील जिमाइ मियाम द थमजै
President of Ambulance Indian Red Cross Society, Kakching District Branch, Rohit Anand handed over an ambulance donated by MP Dr. Angomcha Bimol Koijam to members of ICRS Kakching Branch. The ambulance was donated under Disaster and Road Casualty MP Local Year Development Scheme 2024-2025. It was stated that the ambulance will be parked at Kakching Market, available for emergency use whenever required. Rohit Anand also announced that he will donate Rs 20,000 in Corpus Fund for IRCS Kakching District Branch.
This ambulance, I'm sure that they will be able to provide full 24/7 support to anyone who is in need, and they will ensure that even when people are not able to afford it, they will still be extending all the support possible. And for that purpose only, I have, from my side, I have donated some corpus, and I hope that others also will contribute and come out and support the Red Cross Society Kakching.
Additional Director of Education SNV Bisheshwar Kumakcham and Additional Director of Education SNH Dangmai Manglem flagged off a team of students at Imphal Airport today for their participation in the Northeast Students Program for Awareness, Reach and Knowledge on Space Northeast Sparks 2025. The program is jointly organized by ISRO Bangalore, NESAC Shillong and the Planning Department Manipur and Education Department Schools Manipur. A total of 13 meritorious students from the districts of Imphal West, Kakching and Jiribam, accompanied by teacher coordinator Lisam Jiteshwari, lecturer Ibotonsna Higher Secondary School Imphal, will be undertaking the exposure visit. The students will visit the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO headquarters Bengaluru from August 27 to 30th, where they will interact with senior scientists and gain first-hand exposure to India's cutting-edge space research and satellite technology.
इसरोगी कोचा को मैं हलक रहे अंदर चल लिबा टीम ना जरीबा अमरी कुमार पुना आंग तरा हुंदोय +1 टीचर कोऑर्डिनेटर पुना मी तरा मरी ना पन हाजरी
तोहान सिलेक्शन तो वहां आखिरी से तो सेमी को दम को जाबो फंडने जो आमान से चलन नहीं है तो पापा कोई सिंसे अपना निमाय बा मोय से तो मत सुदा नाम चाहिए नाम चाहिए हम मैं इंटरेक्शन तो रगा सैटेलाइट में खुद कनी है प्लानेटोरियम की बताऊं गा मैं आम सुदी रगा तो कंसिडर रिसर्च और साइंटिस्ट
Seizure Hospitals and Research Institute has successfully treated a rare and life-threatening case of gallbladder torsion in an 18-year-old girl, a condition reported only about 500 times worldwide. The young patient was admitted with severe upper abdominal pain that worsened after meals. Initial scans showed an inflamed, distended gallbladder, but notably with no gallstones, making the diagnosis rare and complex. The minimally invasive laparoscopic procedure removed the dangerously enlarged and Gangrenous gallbladder measuring nearly 15 centimeter in length. Surgeon noted that the organ was severely damaged. It had not adhered to nearly structures, making removal safer. The patient made a swift recovery and was discharged in stable condition just 2 days after surgery. Gallbladder torsion typically affects elderly women, making its occurrence in a young patient even rarer. Doctors urged the public and clinicians to consider this condition when gallbladder inflammation occurs without gallstones. Deputy Commissioner of Kangpokpi, Mahesh Chaudhary, has launched a strict crackdown on illegal constructions and encroachments along National Highway 2. Following complaints and reports from NHIDCL, the district administration has initiated a joint inspection involving the ADM, SDO, SDC officials from NHIDCL, SH, ADC staff and the state police. The inspection covered key areas including Kangpokpi town, Tikulen, Yaikongpao and Daili, where several unauthorized houses extensions, shops and tin sheds were found encroaching on public land. A final deadline on September 3rd has been set to the owners to self-demolish unauthorized structures. The eviction notice was originally issued on August 13th, the administration urging all occupants to vacate voluntarily to avoid legal action and ensure smooth execution of public projects. In Mao Senapati district, Nagas across Manipur came together today to solemnly observe the 78th Naga Martyrs Day, commemorating the No Tax campaign of 1947, where the Nagas refused to pay the annual hill house tax to the Manipur government and under the banner of the Naga National League. The commemorative event, organized by Mao Council under the aegis of the United Naga Council, was marked by red-laying ceremonies, silent prayers and speeches at Mao Gate and Mao Town Hall. A moment of silence was held in memory of the fallen. The program saw the attendance of leaders from the United Naga Council, Naga Women's Union, All Naga Students Association, Manipur Naga People's Movement for Human Rights, Mao Council, village authorities and families of the martyrs. In his keynote address, presidents of the Mao Council and Athiko Joseph encountered the events of the August 27, 1948, when Nagas launched the No Tax campaign to assert their right to self-governance. Also, some updates from Ukhrul district. In Ukhrul, a one-day stakeholder consultation for the Manipur Infotech Enable Development Project, also known as MIND, was held today at Megan Hills. The program is part of a larger initiative to transform Manipur's digital landscape. The consultation was organized by MIND in collaboration with Department of Information Technology Manipur, the World Bank and Cyber Corporation Manipur Limited. Around 40 young participants from Ukhrul took part in the event aimed at informing and engaging key stakeholders. Director of IT Manipur, Nambam Deban, also joined the session via video conference. The MIND project is designed to boost digital skills and entrepreneurship in Manipur. It also aims to expand broadband access and strengthen the state's digital government infrastructure. One of the key goals is to train 7,500 youths in cutting-edge fields like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, data science, cloud computing, and machine learning, with a strong focus on inclusions, especially for women, persons with disabilities and youth from hill districts and vulnerable communities. The Manipur government is currently in talks with NASCOM and other top industry partners to implement the skill development programs. To ensure job creation, the project also plans to support local startups, digital entrepreneurs and facilitate the entry of national IT firms into Manipur. Discussions are also underway to explore the establishment of global capacity center or offshore hubs that serve global enterprises. The consultation served as a platform for stakeholders to provide feedback that could help shape and improve the financial design and rollout of the project. Also giving you some updates from Tamenglong district. In Tamenglong, a rare and environmentally focused training program on natural dye technique has been launched by Tamenglong Forest Division under the RAMP scheme, raising and accelerating of MSME. The 3-day training session began today at the Forest Official Bungalow in Tamenglong district headquarters, aiming to promote sustainable, nature-based dyeing techniques using local resources. Resource person Wang Ring led the session, demonstrating how natural colors can be extracted from leaves and other organic materials, and skill rooted in tradition and sustainable practice. Key forest officials present at the event included Range Forest Officers of Tamenglong, Joel Gangmei, RFO of Tamai, Kundrakpam Johnson, and RFO of Tausem, Angom Prameshwar. About 45 participants, mostly women from eco-tourism potential villages such as Atharon, Kaikau and Old Tamenglong, are taking part in the training with the goal of creating livelihood opportunities while preserving traditional knowledge. Sector Headquarters BSF Manipur, in collaboration with the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal, organized a mega blood donation camp at BSF Camp Korengai. The event, held under the overall supervision of Inspector General BSF Frontier Headquarters MNC SH Ravikant, saw enthusiastic participation from BSF personnel across all ranks. The Deputy Inspector General Sector Manipur, along with Chief Medical Officer SG Combined Hospital and his medical team, ensure smooth conduct of the camp. A total of 200 officers and Jawans voluntarily donated blood, significantly strengthening the reserves of RIMS Hospital. It was stated that the blood collected will be a vital lifeline for accident victims, patients in critical conditions, and those undergoing major surgeries across the state. On the occasion, the DIG Sector Manipur stated that each unit of blood donated today is a gift of life. He is proud of the personnel for their selfless participation. Deputy General Manager of Transmission Division Number 2, Manipur State Power Company Limited, has notified that the 33 kV Urembam None line will be shut down for jungle clearance on August 27 and 28 from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Moving on with other updates now, Mount Everest College Senapati celebrated Commerce Day today under the theme Igniting Young Aspiring Entrepreneurs. The event was organized by the College Department of Commerce. The celebration brought together aspiring students and experienced entrepreneurs in an interactive session aimed at promoting entrepreneurship and innovation. Key resource persons included President of the Senapati Entrepreneurship Association, Shylock S. Taisia, Chartered Accountant and founder of John Tao & Co., Longni John Tao, and Sibe Foundation and proprietor of CMTV, NEI and Times of Senapati, Kibambe Felix. As part of the celebration, a quiz competition was also held for commerce students. In Kangpokpi district, a significant event unfolded today as Kuki and Nepali Gorkha civil society leaders came together in a show of unity and a peaceful coexistence. The meeting held at Langkichoi village under the banner Get Together of Kuki Nepali Gorkha CSO leaders was organized by the Sadar Hills Chief Association. Leaders from both communities recalled their long-standing relationship of friendship and harmony. Vowing to protect and strengthen those ties amid changing times, community elders, women leaders and youth also joined the dialogue, emphasizing the importance of grassroots initiatives to promote peace, rebuild trust and pass down unity to the next generation. Leaders discussed concrete plans to collaborate on social, cultural and developmental programs for the welfare of all communities in Sadar Hills. Well, those are updates we have this evening. Before we close the news, giving you the headlines once again. Manipur lacks people with sense of patriotism, has great trust deficit, says Rajya Sabha MP Laisemba Sana Chauba. And IDPs of Churchandpur rejects PUCL report, termed it as insult to displaced persons. Many fear that 48-kilometer stretch Shangshak to Tengnopal Road project may face substandard work if executed with reduced tender amount of Rs 227 crore, far below the actual cost of Rs 429 crore. And all possible efforts being made to resettle IDPs of Tangjeng, assert MLA Prem Chandra. Thank you for watching Istv English News. Have a very good evening. Goodbye for now.